Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Brayton, and welcome back to Tiger News Television. We'll be your anchors for this production.
So, Brayton, wherever you are, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I'm going to be the Invisible Man.
Sounds interesting. Here's Angelica with more about the history of Halloween.
All Hallows Eve, or better known as Halloween, was once a day the ancient Celtics dedicated to wearing costumes around bonfires to ward off evil spirits and roaming ghosts. On November 1st, they would then honor these saints and martyrs with celebrations and other Celtic traditions. Over time, this has changed, and now Halloween marks the midway point between fall and winter, and is a day filled with celebrations, superstitions, and of course, trick-or-treating.
Thank you, Angelica. That was very informative.
Now, onto a more serious.
Go Indians!
Stop! As the MLB season is starting to wrap up, the final four teams were the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Indians, and the Blue Jays. Here's more about the MLB postseason.
Go Indians!
On October 25th, the 2016 World Series officially began between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Since the American League won the All-Star Game, the Cleveland Indians got the home advantage for the World Series. The first two games of the series were in Cleveland. The Indians won the first game, and the Cubs won the second game, so the series was tied 1-1 as they headed to Chicago. The Indians won Game 3 and 4 in Chicago, and the Cubs won Game 5 for their first home win in over 100 years. As they headed back to Cleveland, the Cubs were trailing in the series 3-2, and they beat the Indians in Game 6 to tie the series at 3-3. On Wednesday night, Game 7 of the World Series was finally here. The Cubs defeated the Indians 8-7 in extra innings, and it was a thrilling way to end the 2016 season.
That was very interesting.
So, Brayton, can you believe we're already a quarter of the way done with the school year?
Yes, the school year is going very fast. Speaking of going very fast, the first quarter parent-teacher conferences occurred October 19th and 20th.
Here's Angelica to tell us more about parent-teacher conferences.
I'm here with Malin to ask her how parent-teacher conferences went. Did you go, and how did they go if you went?
Yes, I went, and they were good.
Thank you. I'm here with Aubrey Milligan. Aubrey, did you go to parent-teacher conferences?
Yeah.
So we're 5-4 on the season, and
So as volleyball, cross country, girls golf, and girls tennis have concluded, the football team heads to the playoffs for the first time in 2 years, this Friday night.
And here's me and Dylan with more about the fall sports.
I'm here with Coach Groover. So, Mrs. Groover, is there anything you can improve on this season?
Well, for next year, I think just team chemistry will help a lot. We're going to lose a lot of girls for next year, so I think, through the winter and this summer, just getting the girls together, getting them used to playing with each other, just getting that chemistry will help a lot.
How do you think the season went, Mrs. Groover?
Overall, I thought it was pretty good. We definitely had our ups and downs throughout the year, but towards the end, I thought we played very well. We improved a lot through the year. Obviously, the last game, we wish the outcome would have been different, but I thought the girls played really hard and they ended on a high note. And so I think just knowing that they gave their all that very last game they should be proud of themselves. So.
Thank you.
On October 21st, the Tiger football team had their last home game in the season, and it was also senior night. The Tigers played their second district game against the Rock Creek Mustangs. The Tigers beat the Mustangs 46-0. On October 28th, the Tiger football team traveled to Smoky Valley for the district championship. The Tigers fought hard, and the game went into overtime, but the Tigers fell short 30-28. Tonight, the Tiger football team travels to Wichita Collegiate for their first playoff game in 2 years. Good luck to them tonight at Wichita Collegiate.
so we're 5-4 on the season, and we went 2-1 in districts, and we're going to Wichita Collegiate Friday to play in the playoffs, which is pretty exciting. Exciting to be back in the playoffs for the first time in a while. And my favorite memory is probably when Lud got ejected against Chapman this season.
The Lady Tiger tennis team placed 9th at state, and Chloe Gaug placed 6th individually.
Well, we had a really great tennis season this year. We won almost all of our regular season tournaments except for Bueller, where we got second. And then we won NCKL and for the second year in a row. and we got second regional runner-up. And then we placed 9th at state. Yeah, we all did really well. I got 6th individually. Yeah.
Our favorite memory was probably all the rides to and from meets in the Suburban. There was a lot of not very good singing, but very passionate singing, so I'm proud of us for that. We made a man very uncomfortable on a bike as we serenaded him, but I think that's just part of what made us a good team.
So the girls cross country team had a pretty good season this last fall. We were league champs and we were also regional champs. We have a lot of sophomores on our team, so next year they'll be even better and they'll be prepared to take on all the challenges that they'll run into next year. We went to state this year as a team. We placed 8th, so we have a little bit of work to continue to do next year, but I have full faith that they'll be able to accomplish all the goals that they have set. And then my favorite memory from cross country from this year was probably a long run where we were running in the country on a back road, and we were waiting for Seth, the assistant coach's satellites on his watch to locate. And as we were standing around, Wyatt Kiffer just started to wander off into the distance, into the mist of the morning, and he was kind of like rocking back and forth. So that was probably one of my favorite memories because it just kind of shows how crazy and weird cross-country runners are. So I'm very thankful for the season that I had.
That wraps it up for this production. I'm Nate.
And I'm Brayton, and we'll see you next time.